Let's go over a problem using the precise definition of a limit. So here in question 1, we're given this function f of x. It's a linear function. For any epsilon greater than 0, can we find a delta, the largest delta greater than 0, such that the distance around 5 less than delta means the distance around 3 of the function is less than epsilon. The trick is to start with this expression and simplify it so it looks like this one. So I'll start here. So we have the absolute value of f of x minus 3 is less than epsilon. We want this to be true. Well, this is equivalent to, I'll replace f of x with x plus 4 over 3 minus 3 is less than epsilon in absolute value. So these two are equivalent to each other. I'm going to simplify this until I see an x minus 5. I think we should try to get a common denominator of 3. So just over here I'll put, well, I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3. And in doing so, we get x plus 4 over 3 minus 9 over 3 is less than epsilon. All of these statements are equivalent. We now have a common denominator. So this is x plus 4 minus 9, all divided by 3. Okay, I'm going to continue this work up here. All right, I see how we're going to get an x minus 5. If you take 4 and subtract 9, that is precisely what you get. You get x minus 5 over 3. Okay, and at this step, I see there's this divided by 3, which means you can factor out a third. To carefully see why this is true, inside the absolute value, 1/3 times x minus 5, that is the same thing as saying x minus 5 over 3. Those are equivalent statements. And because this is now a product, you can break this up as the absolute value of a third times the absolute value of x minus 5. And the absolute value of x minus 5 is exactly what I was hoping to see. If you take the absolute value of a third, that's just equal to a third, since 1/3 is positive. And we are very close to getting the delta that we need to solve this problem. I'm going to get rid of this 1/3 by multiplying both sides by 3. So on the left, I'm going to multiply by 3 because that's what I'm going to do on the right side. This will not change the direction of the inequality, but 3 times a third is 1. I'm not going to write it. I'm just going to put the absolute value of x minus 5 is less than 3 times epsilon. It is from here that we can say, all right, I know the delta I need to choose, in fact, the largest delta, so that this works. We're going to let delta equal 3 times epsilon. And this is the answer to this question.